Greetings Magic Players, this is Steve from Untitled Games, and today I'm opening a Fate Reforged Fat Pack. Each Fat Pack includes 9 boosters and a bunch of cool stuff. So we're going to take a look at what's inside here, and we're going to see if we're going to pull anything good. So Fate Reforged is the second set in the Khans of Tarkir block. Story to it's pretty cool. It's basically involves time travel. The long story short is that this guy on the cover is Sarkhan Vol. He really likes dragons. He likes them so much that he goes to the plane where he was born, Tarkir, and goes back in time in order to save the dragons. The dragon in the background there is Ugin, the spirit dragon, and this is a player's guide, which tells that story. Time of the Ancestors, the Battle of the Elder Dragons. So Nico Bolas, which is one of the sort of main villains of the Magic the Gathering series, killed Ugin a long time ago, caused all the dragons to die on Tarkir, and Sarkhan goes back in time to correct that. And from what I've read, he may have accidentally or maybe on purpose done a Marty McFly and caused himself to no longer exist. Okay. So anyways, this book also has a visual guide of all of the cards in the set in addition to some story stuff. I thought that was pretty cool. It's kind of a neat little story to go with this block. And we also have these deck boxes. One has Sarkhan, one has Ugin. So put those aside, and here's the meat of it. I have this nice Fat Pack box for holding some of the cards in my collection. And right here I have a die with the Fate Reforged symbol on it, and it's a countdown counter from my life. Alright, so I will have 9 of these booster packs. It's 9 chances to pull an Ugin. So I'm just going to go through these pretty quickly. If you see my... oh, nice. If you see my video about opening a booster box, you will... you'll see a little bit more in-depth review of the set, but for here I'm just going to go through the rares. I have a Jeskai Infiltrator. It's a human monk, 2/3. It's a rare. It can't be blocked as long as you control no other creatures. When Jeskai Infiltrator deals combat damage to a player, exile it in the top card of your library in a face-down pile. Shuffle that pile, then manifest those cards. So that's pretty cool because you're kind of playing a shell game with your opponent. They don't know what is attacking, and that gives you a chance to get another Jeskai Infiltrator through, and then you get another manifested token, or manifested card, so it's pretty cool. I also got a foil Ward Scale Dragon, which is nice. Here's a little rules reference card tucked in there. Okay, next pack. Shaman of the Great Hunt. This is a great card. You'll also notice that I'm getting dual lands in the place of the normal land slot. Shaman of the Great Hunt is a 3 and a red. He's an Orc Shaman. He's 4/2. He has haste. Whenever a creature you control deals combat damage to a player, put a +1/+1 counter on it. He also has a ferocious ability. For 2, a blue or a green, and a blue or a green, draw a card for each creature you control with power 4 or greater. So those are pretty good abilities, both of them. I mean, the top ability is probably, you know, always applicable. And then the bottom ability is crazy good too. Okay. Okay, Usaba Dragonclaw. Usaba is she's basically the leader of the dragon, or the leader of the Timur clan in Tarkir. She's also sort of embroiled in the plot to kill Ugin. So for 2 and a green, legendary creature, human warrior with trample. She's 4/2. At the beginning of combat on your turn, you may pay 1 a blue or red and a blue or red. If you do, gain control of target creature with opponent controls with power less than Usaba Dragonclaw's power until end of turn. Untap that creature and it gains haste until end of turn. That actually, story-wise, goes along with her role because she helped to originally kill Ugin by taking control of the dragons. Oh, I still got more. The dragons to kill him. But Sarkhan went back in time and he thwarted that plan, or healed Ugin afterwards. Alright, cool. I had a Flame Rush Rider. Whenever Flame Rush Rider attacks, put a token onto the battlefield tapped and attacking that's a copy of another target attacking creature. Exile the token at the end of combat. And he has a dash for 2 and 2 red. That means that I can play him for his dash cost, and if I do, he's going to gain haste and return to my hand at the end of the turn. He's a 3/3 and he costs 4 and a red. I also got, oh no, that's Manifest. Okay. Alright, and where's my... oh, that's a foil. Mardu Strike Leader. I can talk. 2 and a black for a human warrior. He's 3/2. Whenever Mardu Strike Leader attacks, put a 2/1 black warrior creature token onto the battlefield. He also has a dash of 3 and a black. Cool. Alright. So, right here I can see another thing that I get every fat pack, which is a pack of 80 basic lands. This is just basically to help me to build decks, and also it'll get me some play sets if I'm interested in collecting the art for the new set. This has a lot of cool art. I like the land art in this set a little bit more than the land art in Concept Tarkir. And next pack. Okay, Soul Flare. This guy is crazy. So for 4 and 2 black, I get a 4/4 demon, and he has a delve ability, which means that his casting cost can be paid for by exiling cards in my graveyard. If a creature card with flying was exiled with Soul Flare's delve ability, Soul Flare has flying. The same is true for First Strike, Double Strike, Death Touch, Haste, Hexproof, Indestructible, Lifelink, Reach, Trample, and Vigilance. So the maximum, well, I guess the maximum cards that you can delve are 4, because it's only the colorless that can be paid for. But whenever you have creature cards that have those abilities, this guy gets crazier and crazier. So having a 4/4 Death Touch, Flying, Lifelink, Double Strike, I mean, depending on your deck, you can get some pretty crazy effects on him. Okay. My next rare is Dagatar, the Adamant. This is the guild leader, the clan leader of Abzan. So for 3 and a white, legendary creature, human warrior, he's 0/0, and he has vigilance, but when he enters the battlefield, he gets 4+1/+1 counters. For 1, a black or a green, and a black or a green, move +1/+1 counter from target creature onto a second target creature. So he can be used to enable some counters, set up warrior here. The nice thing about Dagatar is that it can make it so that you're more evenly distributing your counters, and then bolstering becomes more of a clutch play. All right, Tranquil Cove. Palace Siege, 3 and 2 black. For an enchantment, as Palace Siege enters the battlefield, choose Khans or Dragons. Khans at the beginning of your upkeep, return target creature card from your graveyard to your hand. Dragons at the beginning of your upkeep, each opponent loses 2 life and you gain 2 life. So that's pretty cool. I mean, it's either delays the game or it's actually both kind of a way to delay the game. The second ability is more aggressive because it puts your opponent... What? What? Oh, alright, forget whatever I was talking about with Palace Siege. I got an Ugin for 8 mana. Ah, that's so awesome. I love playing Planeswalkers, and I love Dragons, so I'm in heaven right now. And I got a foil Soul Flare. What the heck is going on? Oh, that's so cool. This is the best pack. I would hate to draft this pack because it would be such a pain. I mean, technically Soul Flare is a better draft pick, but it's Ugin, guys. So for Planeswalker, Ugin, he's 8 mana, so he's crazy to get out. His +2 ability is Ugin the Spirit Dragon deals 3 damage to target creature or player. For -X, exile each permanent with converted mana cost X or less that's 1 or more colors. So not artifacts or, you know, colorless tokens and stuff like that. That doesn't work. But that is a crazy ability because, you know, he starts off with 7. So everything that is 7 when he comes out into play, 7 or less, has, you know, it's just up on the chopping block as soon as this guy comes out into play. For his -10 ability, it's interesting because it's kind of an inverse of the final ability of Nicol Bolas. For -10, you gain 7 life, draw 7 cards, and then up to 7 permanent cards from your hand. And then you put up to 7 permanent cards from your hand onto the battlefield. So you can just dump your hand, come back from having low life, and then draw. And you know, well, first you draw a new hand basically, and then yeah, it's an insanely good -10 ability. But that -X ability is just such a crazy board wipe. I mean, it's difficult to beat. I am very happy. I just want to stop the video here. Nothing can get better than that. And then I have that foil Soul Flare, which I don't know how. Oh, I can stop the video here. That was my last pack. That's crazy. I'm sorry. I'm flustered. I just drew an Ugin. So that was a very, very good pull for a fat pack. Not every fat pack is going to have that crazy of a pull, but it was exciting nonetheless to catch on camera. So I hope you guys enjoyed this. In the description, I'm going to put a link to my other video, which is the booster box opening. And that video also has instructions for how to enter a contest that ends at the end of this month. This is January 2015. At the end of this month, we're going to choose 2 winners. Each of them is going to get half a booster box of this set, Fate Reforged. So you should go enter that right now. Go to the description of the video, click on that link, and then the description to that video will give you instructions for how to enter. So thanks guys for watching. Once again, this was awesome, and I'll see you guys next time.